y'all, Megan here checking out the greatest venues in North Texas, and today we are at Twisted Rose.
Welcome to my venue. Welcome to Twisted Rose. Let's take a look around. So I'm retired law enforcement. After 25 years of seeing people in their worst moments in their life, I decided that this would be a good way to give back something positive and see people happy. And it's been a very, very refreshing change. I love to design and decorate. Interior design is one of my passions. This one was designed and built specifically for events of this type of weddings. So in that we were able to customize a lot of the work as well that we've done.
So Renee, tell us about what makes the lighting here so special.
We have lots and lots of windows to allow natural light, but we also added the extra windows up on the gable to allow more natural light in. I love this piece. I happened to be walking through a sawmill and I saw this large piece of walnut and decided it had to be the foyer light. I absolutely love it. The lighting above the bar is also custom made. So it's a lightweight driftwood. And we thought it would be really neat to have the lights coming out of some of the natural holes in the wood. I think it really complements the countertops as well. These countertops are stained concrete and they're a formed rough edge. And the colors, the coppers and the golds in the colors before they put the epoxy on, I think they just really shine. They kind of speak for themselves. Everything in this building was either custom made or hand picked. All of my cedar posts were hand stripped and installed to give it the rustic look. I also incorporate a lot of lace to kind of give it that vintage look as well. We also have the raw cedar post along the top of the ceiling. And we do leave the lace drapery in place. I like the rustic look, but I also like to use the lace to soften it up and kind of give it more of a vintage feel as well. The fireplace, I designed it as well, and I happened to be going through the same sawmill and found this beautiful piece of cedar and decided to create a mantelpiece out of it. So I think it's very versatile. I think it's nice for pictures, and in the event that it gets a little chilly in here, there's a little bit of warmth here too behind the sweetheart table. This is the sweetheart table. It can be decorated in many different ways, obviously. Part of my rental is I do include any of the decorations that I do have for the bride's use, or they can decorate it themselves. And we custom made the tables. The idea behind the tables is that I think they're very, very pretty. They require very little decoration. It can be minimal or it can be a lot, but it also eliminates the need for table linens, which can be costly for the couples when they're on a budget. We also handmade these door pulls. We spent hours in the shop heating up the metal, and the ones on the exterior, they are actually twisted. So we handcrafted these as well.
Is this where the name of the venue came from?
No, it is not. But I just thought that the door handles needed to be nice and beefy, not something from a package store, just to kind of give it, again, a unique flair. Another one of my favorite pieces is this chandelier. I thought that the hand-blown globes on it were just so unique. It just kind of fits with the space.
Tell us, how many people can fit in this reception space?
So comfortably, we can do 100 people inside. We do, like I said before, we do provide the tables, and we also provide 100 chairs. So comfortably 100.
What kind of exterior spaces do you have available?
So we currently have an exterior space. It again follows the theme with the raw cedar logs. It's 30 by 40, so it's a 1,200 square foot pad that can be used for outdoor weddings. It can be used for an outdoor dance floor. We have lighting out there. If the weather's nice enough, you could use it for quite a few things, cocktail hour. So we do have that space available. It currently does not have a roof, it's open air, but we do have lots and lots of large mature oak trees to provide plenty of shade. And another thing, we're on top of the hills, so we also usually get a very good breeze through here. And if we're going to use the ceremony space outside the outdoor chapel, I actually take the drapery and drape that myself to save time, because once you've done it a couple, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, it goes a lot quicker. There's also a backdrop outside the back of the chapel that I put drapery and fairy lights on, so it's got a nice backdrop during their ceremony. So we have a generator. Should Mother Nature decide to be ugly, we're not going to lose power. If we have freeze-mageddon, we're still going to stay warm. So we have the ability to hold the reception and the ceremony inside if the weather turns nasty. So we have a side door, and the bride can come along the side of the building and come in the front door, or we can utilize the outdoor chapel. So we do have the ability, again, to slide this door closed so the bride and groom can have a private entry from here so that they are not seen by the guest prematurely. Here we have the groom's lounge. And in the groom's lounge, we have an armoire here that has a mini fridge and snacks that are complimentary to our guest. And again, consistent with the other lighting, we have the hand-blown glass, which is one of my favorite things. I love the globes on these. One thing that we also wanted to provide is a full-on suite for the groom, so it's got a full shower and their full private bath. You know, what if you have the groomsman that's coming in off the deer lease last minute coming in sideways? At least he has a place to get clean. Also, we have a lot of DIY brides and grooms. So when they're here all day trying to get it all dressed up and making their day perfect, they have a place to get clean and get dressed back up and put their formal clothing on. So here, again, we have the bridal suite. The lighting above the makeup area is all hand-blown Italian glass. And above the sinks, those are also hand-blown Italian glass, again, giving off the bright white light that we need to get our makeup and everything done. The lighting in here I knew was going to be very, very important. The same countertops, again, we have throughout the entire space. So we also have an armoire in this room as well. It's got the mini fridge and the complimentary snacks. And also, we added a full-on bathroom, suite, and shower in this room as well. So let's go upstairs. This is a little bonus room. We have a private space up here. It can be used for several different things. You know, if they get here early to decorate and they haven't eaten lunch or the kids get hungry, they can always warm something up in the microwave or put something in the fridge. And also the last wedding, we had overflow of all the cupcakes and things in the refrigerator. They had a lot of desserts. So we've had some of the photographers take some pictures of the bride in her dress on the antique sofa. There is a full-on bathroom. Another photo opportunity that photographers should take advantage of is taking photos in front of the antique bathtub with the lace in the background. And should you need to take a nap prior to, just joking.
So how do you see this space being used in the future?
Primarily focusing on weddings, but we've also been working the last couple of weeks to provide space during the week at a reduced rate for corporate events, conferences, birthday parties, luncheons. Typically right now, our Saturday wedding during prime dates is $3,500 for the day. We also offer an additional charge, the apartment upstairs for added space. And then the packages go down from there depending on if it's during the week. Say it's a Tuesday. So the prices vary throughout the week. We have partnered with La Quinta, the one in Burleson up on Ellsbury. They have offered discount room packages for any of our guests or the bride and groom. And they've also offered to give not only discounts on the rooms, but if they get more than 10 rooms, they have provided that they are going to do shuttle back and forth. There's a cutoff time for that. So if the ceremony, say in the fall, starts a little bit earlier, that would be a very accessible thing for people to utilize as well. A lot of people have some very, very beautiful venues, but they're quite the drive. So to get their wedding party and everything out to another county where you have rolling hills and other things, while they're very beautiful, it can be very time-consuming and very costly. So the uniqueness of this venue, we're 7-8 minutes from downtown Fort Worth, and we're close to the major freeways, but you don't have that feel when you're here. So the venue sits on 3 acres and has a nice country feel, but again, we're not commuting all over the place, and all of our vendors are here local. So I think we get a really good deal because you're not having to pay for them to travel. We strive really hard to make the bride and groom and the entire family and the guest just feel like they're at home and just have the memories, because that's what it's all about. You know, it's their special day and it lives forever. And we just want to help those memories come true.
Thank you for joining us for this tour of Twisted Rose, and a huge thanks to Renee for showing us around. You can find out more about Twisted Rose at twistedrosetexas.com. We have so many more amazing venues to tour, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for joining into Venue Hunters.